local recording just for the backup. In case any incident happens, which I hope that they don't.
Yeah, internet is, internet goes down.
Do you mind if I look up, if I screen share my Emune, not the OBS, or do you want to also check the tracker?
If you could share your tracker, that would help me, because then I don't have to run my own tracker, but if you want me to run my own tracker, and if you don't want to share everything in OBS, you could always do
It is supposed that I have the auto tracker on, so shall we ready up?
Let's do it.
Ready. Okay. Let's go.
My preferred way to do this is to just have you narrate out loud, like, what your thoughts are, so that I can...
Okay, so I like to start with the sanctuary because I kinda do like a counterclockwise checks. As in, like, I go all the way up here, check what it's inside of this cave, then go to the forest, then go down to Kakariko, since, you know, there are like many checks over there. And then I prefer to, once that I'm done with the maze game next to the library. Oh, troopers are there. That's not good at all. So yeah, since I am pretty much after the maze game, if possible, I save and quit and I load in the house. Like I go to the house and then
cool. I like this, getting this part, because, you know, it's early on. Yeah, so definitely loving, you know, this start. Once we're all done, I have some lingering opinions about how to choose what start you want, but you know, for right now, this is totally fine. And yeah, I love the idea of...
Alright, I haven't killed an enemy.
Kill that guy, I think. Yeah, so let's hope for what do you get for bombs?
Well, since I haven't found any bomb yet, but I have 70 rupees, I will go to the shop and buy 10 pack. And since I'm like on my way to the bomb shop, I'm going to check the tavern and just do it all the way to like upwards.
Yeah, definitely check the tavern, because if you get bombs, then you're all set, right?
Well, I got more money, so always good.
So you don't need to do it now, but at some point, let's go ahead and do our map check.
To see which are pendants and which are pistol.
Yeah, because that could potentially affect our where we want to go next. Like, for example, if Eastern is a pendant or a crystal, that might affect if we head over there. Is that the Bowsette sprite?
Yes. More bombs here.
You know, like, that's fine. Risking to go into the well and not finding bombs is way worse than walking all the way down to get bombs and then walking back. So,
Yes.
so we're doing it right.
Yeah, hopefully I get more rupees for the... Oh yeah, we'll get more rupees for the bottle guy.
Yeah, because there's 6 rupees in the back.
I think there are 30.
You're right. I said that incorrectly.
Died.
I didn't get that wrong at all. That was a test, and you passed.
First test approved. Let's go. Now, when it comes to execution, I'm gonna fail horribly. No bottles.
I have got we can wait until after the race, but I've got like lots to say about execution, and there's lots of different, like, execution is a huge bucket.
Oh my god, a pearl in the library. No way. That's not good at all. Hopefully I get the boots here. So you were talking about my sprite, is there something wrong?
No, I haven't worked with somebody who uses nice job. Let's actually do the back of escape route real quick.
Oh, okay.
And I know that I wanted you to since there's not a lot of time to get a damn quick. So the reason why we're doing this is because this is 3 really easy checks, and we are hoping for the
Right. We got a master sword.
Yes, and we got 300 rupees, which is really good because if we find everything that we need in South Shore, then, like, if we find the flippers, or a lot easier to use. So I think that was
Yeah, but the flippers sadly are in the lumberjack cave.
yeah. So there's any number of things that could send us up there, but yeah, for now we're just doing our Dark World. We're hoping to find our Dark World access.
Now here it comes like a moment where I am not sure where to go next. If I should go to the desert for 2 checks, or should I head to the ice road and try to do great flippers and stuff. So
Okay, so let's talk about this. So the way that I think about it is that I think of yes, let's go over to Mini Moore.
like your thoughts.
Well, no, just yeah, you and make use your yeah, try to get that fairy.
That was too late.
Okay, I didn't want to talk to you in case that was. So let's go all the way to Ice Rock Cave. And the reason we want to go to Ice Rock Cave is because I think of when I'm deciding where to go next, I have and those three things are fast, profitable, and risky. And here's what each of those things mean. Oh, that's good. So if we do Mini Moldor Cave and we don't do Ice Rock, that runs the risk of opening a chest.
Yes.
But if we have to come back later and use, like Zora is very common to do with Ice Rock, but it's you don't have to, right? Like you can always flute back and get to Zora really quick, right? And if we do Desert is slow, and it can get a lot more profitable later, right? Like if we so yes, hit a bit and let's go to Saga.
Okay.
So if we went to Desert, there's a really good chance that we would have to go back, right?
Okay.
And let's actually do your map check on Saha. So this is why it's tricky. This is like kind of a complicated decision. So this is why it's tricky to say it at the same time thinking about other stuff. So the reason we're going to Saha right now is because Saha, unless you somehow get the green pendant here, will never be any more profitable, right? Like there's nothing to do here to get more checks. And since Easter is the attendant, we can actually combine. Let's actually go to Easter. Okay, never mind.
Sorry. I just remember the like the that I needed the pearl. So yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. This is why it's a little bit tricky to describe. So maybe we'll save the conversation for what is, fast, profitable, and risky until after. And so let's get the pearl.
We already have the hammer and gloves, so we could actually explore the Dark World.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that we had gotten the hammer, so yeah, let's go to this one. And I suggest that you do, yeah, so let's go to Village of Outcasts. Yeah, since it's not auto-tracking, I like look over and I'm like, oh wait, it's not updated.
It's not updating?
No, so like my map, the one that I use to keep track of like what checks are available, doesn't auto update. So I will look over and be like, where should we go next? And we didn't have the hammer. So I will do better about that. Actually, what would really help me is if you, because I might not be looking at the screen every time, because I might be looking over at our tracker where we can go. If you could just announce
Sure thing.
then and let's do map check real quick. Okay, so red. Oh, you're past that.
Yeah, I just needed to know which one was a pendant, and I just kind of played like that. The rest of them are crystals.
Okay, so I saw that Skull was a red pendant. So which one is the other red pendant? Red crystal, and which one is the red pendant?
It's the swamp.
Swamp is red and fire. going to village, and then we're gonna go do beads, and then we're gonna and then since we don't have the fire rod, I would suggest go south, as opposed to go trying to clear out any.
The only thing that I'm kind of hoping right now is that I get some sort of like either a potion or get full health before blind.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely practice blind script.
Or if we get the cape, then I will be happy to.
Yeah. So if you want, we could always come back.
I would like to give it a shot though.
Okay.
Just
So
because I
if
have
you
the
die on blind, how about this? If you die on blind, don't
fail.
let's come back. Because blind is weird. So like blind script, if you don't know the blind script, getting back to blind is pretty quick, and it's the same either way, right? Like if you don't know the script, then so close.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yes. Don't worry.
Because yeah, so while we're going to bomb the attic, one of the ways that I think about this is if you don't feel equipped to be blind, you can always start with the with that cave.
Oh my god.
Very.
Come here, come here, come here.
Use your boomerang.
My god. No way. Ah, that's really bad. How come the boomerang got blocked by the thing? Not
Chest.
oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Just go back. Let's just take a deep breath and go back to And by the way, in that room, you should always bomb first because bombs take a little bit of time to blow up, and during that time, you can open the chest.
True. Think about that.
Just little things to help improve, each room.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. 100%.
Yeah, and so as we are heading up there, you might want to kill all of the grasshoppers, because they'll have berries on your health. Just make sure not to get hurt.
Yes. Actually, can they get stunned or something? Oh.
Yeah, you can stun them, and then they will give you hearts. Because your shield is useless. So if you want to do that, you can do that too.
Wow. So you call them grasshoppers, I call them crickets, so I'm happy that we're in the same page.
Yes. Okay, so let's yeah, go bomb and then
Get out of here. I'll be killing them like even more aggressively because they need to get death. And I hate them now.
um, there, if you, so one of the things that you might want to think about with execution is every time you take a death, I would come back to that area later in the practice hack and just practice sometimes, you know?
Rude.
And the reason I like to do that is because then you're gone. Because then you're always finding the stuff that's trickiest for practice. Like the stuff that's trickiest in the seed that you just right?
So blind has
Okay, so let's cross our fingers that we can kill him. Kill her.
female.
So the default is we always just assume everything is male. So I will like do my best to try to make it, make as many things female as possible. And so since blind, disguises herself as a maiden.
Don't do this to me, blind.
Oh, oh my god, that is so helpful. Can you imagine, can you imagine if we did that?
Yes.
Alright, so here's my recommendation on the next few steps to take. Let's, wait, we didn't do pop rocks. Okay, so we need to, next time we save it with the sanctuary, we need to make sure that we do pop rocks. So, let's get ourselves a nice sword. Congratulations. So let's do digging to height cave, and then let's go up to pyramid, and then catfish. No, don't talk to him.
This was a slower ride.
It's not. Yeah, since he's got the.
My bad.
Yeah, and I could have done hammer peg.
Yes.
So I'm sorry I didn't say that.
Wow.
So let's go grab the dwarf and head over to we can come back later for hammer peg. And then once we do catfish, let's save it with the sanctuary, and then on our way to turn in these two, on our way to turn in So another thing that we're going to want to pay attention to is when we want to do AGA for the flippers. I would say let's wait to do AGA for the flippers until we can go on. Because we can do all of the other projects.
Pyramid.
Pyramid, and then catfish,
Catfish.
and then save and quit this thing.
My god. I think that's gonna be soon.
Yeah, all of this. It's actually just fast as we jump off the pyramid. It's actually faster.
Okay.
So once we turn in the dwarf, we have a couple of options.
Oh my.
Just
I don't
actually, yeah. You can, use sunrise, nice job. Yeah, so just take it slow around each of these enemies, and then we're going to be saving and quitting once we do.
Okay, so after we do instant first and then bunk rounds?
Yeah, because we're on our way to Kakariko, so we're going to do King's Tomb and then and when we're in Kakariko, we're going to turn the dwarf and so we have and then we have a couple of options from there. I would say that probably our best bet because even though we don't have fire yet, we can clear out, the front of the fire checks as well. So that's one option. I'm not really seeing anything else that's like super tempting.
Okay, so I should activate the flute.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about what do you want to do next?
Well, after I turn in the dwarf, I was thinking more of doing the whole flipper area. Even that, like I could get like all those checks already, and I have enough money for Sora.
Yeah. Okay. So here's another option that I think might be valuable to just use. Why don't you go and grab hammer peg and the purple chest, and then we can save and quit, turn in the purple chest, and then do fake flipper stuff.
Sure. Although if we do if we do the purple chest and stuff, well, right, I'm right there next to desert, so.
Yeah, that's options. So yeah, actually, let's do that since you're right there. Love her little tail. She's got you. magic powder. Damn it, that means we have to go back. There we go. If we had remembered to do it on our way out, we wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well.
Well, but at least, how can I say it?
Don't dash out, dash out.
No, 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 I freaking forgot about that. Okay, it's here. Oh my god, that was so close.
Yeah. So let's.
Don't do that again.
Don't do that again.
Ah, that was such a close one.
So after purple chest, I think it would be faster to move.
Okay.
Then we can switch to either Mire Shed or. Don't quit!
Oh no! You said Mire Shed.
Sorry. I was thinking ahead.
Okay. Wait.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was thinking ahead. I was like, after desert, we can do Mire Shed.
Sure. Sorry, I am like always 2 steps ahead too.
Okay, so we can't do anything more here, so just go ahead and save and quit. And what do you want to do next? Do you want to go back to desert, or do you want to do the big one?
We could go to the desert because that was the first part of the plan, and I blew it.
And so let's check the ledge, and then we're gonna go into desert. And then we're gonna do as much of desert as possible, and then we're gonna pop out on the right-hand side and go into.
The desert cave. I call it the desert cave. I always forget that it's Agina. I like
That's because having Agina and Aghanim is not confusing at all.
it. I like to check here first in case there's a key here. Compass.
Okay, so this is gonna be the key, and on the right-hand side is gonna be potentially. Oh no, go do the big chest then. This is perfect.
That's gonna be the key then.
And then
Unless.
do the two.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be one of the remaining either like map purples. So that's gonna be the key, and then over on the right-hand side is gonna be our 2 remaining items, and then we can just walk out on that right-hand side. Okay, so that gives us both items. Okay. We have a couple of options. We could do checkerboard while we're right here. All you'd have to do is and then instead of doing the big zipper stuff, we also have the whole like mountain.
Yes. I was liking more the idea of going to the mountain since technically Fake Flippers is out of logic.
Yeah. I do think that we should do checkerboard cave.
Yes. I mean, we're already here, so. the hook shot.
Even better.
Oh.
Or not even better, but like just as improved. Go around the you can mirror delete those, by the way.
Yeah, I was trying to, but somehow I couldn't. Right, you can't hear the
Yeah, I can't hear the
Yeah, the thing is that I was like doing the mirror thing, and I was getting like beep 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 beep. Oh crap! It wasn't right enough. Calculated there. Wow, thanks, old man.
Hey, you know, his gift cause is his, retirement. These day and age, it's hard to retire.
That's true. That's very true. Okay.
Go inside Spike Rock.
Right.
Sorry, I don't mean to shout at you. I just.
No. It's okay, it's okay. You're not shouting at me, or at least I don't feel like that, so.
So let's make sure.
Ether. Nothing. I'm tempted to. Yeah, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I'm tempted to enter Hera just to check like the first two things and then go out.
I was gonna say, do you use a map tracker?
No.
I don't know if it would help you at all.
I'm tempted to climb, but it's a pendant.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't climb. You've got so much mountain to do.
Yes.
And you already got one item, so we can come back. Because once we've fully cleared the mountain, we're gonna want to, we can decide if we want other items. No, one other. So two other items in here. And remember, Hera without the hook shot is.
Oh, at least we got the entrance open. It was
Yeah,
Ether.
so that's one less item that we need, right?
Yes.
We still have a bunch to do. But, so let's go ahead and do Super Bunny, the front hook shot, and then we do Paradox, and then we do
Spiral.
Spiral. I'm always amazed when this thing has a map tracker. My brain would never be able
Really?
to hold all this information.
Really? The only way I use the map tracker is when I play crosskeys. Otherwise, I don't. I even used to play crosskeys without a map tracker.
Yeah,
That
it
was-
seems like a nightmare.
It was fun times. Pretty much it slowed me by maybe like half an hour just trying to remember back where were like all the things. But I actually could make it, honestly. Not meaning to brag.
and it also takes a long time to get out of the spiral. And so I would use spirals. That's my general thought.
Okay, okay.
But also doing paradox from the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I had the mirror, so that's why I was like, okay, I can just delete the block and then go my way up. So. For the first time that I think that these guys were gonna hit me, like, my goodness. Oh, wrong door.
Alright, so after this, we really don't have any, like, assuming that we get nothing here, we don't have any good spots left. Fire rod.
Oh, whoops. Thank you. I thought I was gonna get something to get the heart. No.
The ice rod.
No.
I mean, hey, we're in. The ice rod was the last thing that was gonna really suck, right? So we now have.
Right. Oh wait. We did the bunking rocks, right? So used to not having the flute that early.
So yeah, let's do spike. Let's do skull. And then we have everything that we need. You know Ice Palace Bomb Jump?
Yes.
Okay, well then let's hold off on Ice Palace, especially since you don't have the hook shot. But I don't know if you know
The other bomb jump?
yeah,
I kind of know where to place myself, but I think I haven't been in that situation before, like not that frequently. So,
yeah. So let's, especially since it's out of logic, let's see what comes from logic.
Okay, my thought here is that since I'm coming back to this part anyway, that's why I kinda went to the boss, straight to the boss instead.
Okay, with Skull, you always want to do the boss first, because if he has an item, or she has an item, Mothula is another she.
Mothula is a she, definitely.
Yeah. She's too pretty to be a he.
Yes.
And so, if she has an item, that makes dungeon, right? Because otherwise, I mean, I feel this way about any dungeon. Like, if you can go straight to the boss, and then you can bail on the rest of the dungeon as soon as you have,
Wow.
It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't work.
What? I've never. Okay. Okay, I'm just baffled.
Yeah.
I'm feeling confident with this fight. With this amount of heart and a red potion. I'm okay. True. And I should have. But when it's like hugging the spikes like that, I really don't.
You at least can Now we got the big key, which means that we can clear out the not have to like wander around. And actually, I would recommend that we check the bumper cave.
Go to the graveyard.
Yeah, and go to the graveyard.
Sure. Please be Samaria here. Please be Samaria here.
You might have to push it down.
I hate when that happens.
Don't mirror, you're gonna you would mirror back. Samaria.
Let's go! Sorry.
So that
I can do Alice.
yeah. So let's still
Wait, hold up. Oh, here. Thank you.
So let's still go and do graveyard. Oh no, is that both items?
All right.
No. You still have one left. That's right. Your tracker is correct.
There we go.
That's both items.
Honestly, okay.
Okay, so what are we still looking for? We're still looking for
Hook
bow
shot.
and hook shot.
Oh, and hook shot. Ooh. Not needed it, but if I can, if we have the time, we can.
Yeah, so like for example, if you get the cape and are coming back, and are coming back for the opportunity to get it.
Yeah. Already here.
I tend to still pick up health if I'm on green mail and I have less So after this,
Can I do the Sora checks first?
yeah, let's do it. Perfect. I think you, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to wait first.
You don't have to walk all the way up, by the way. As long as you walk, dash along the pit at any height.
I figured, but somehow it gives me more security.
Hey, that's the most important thing. You keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Oh, there's her bow.
Okay. That is really good news.
Because now we can go to Aga and I have the fire rod to go start.
Okay, now you're wearing purple.
Yes.
Okay, are you comfortable with the
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
How good is your
Decent. I wouldn't say it's the best, but if I have the silvers in handy, then Let me get it. Okay, I am comfortable with Aga right now, just because I have 11 hearts, have the fire rod. So we could go get those flippers, honestly.
And then you can pick up on the way dice. And then
Wait.
if you wanted to,
We haven't done this. It's very funny because it's been 15 minutes and I've been neglecting this part. Honestly,
it's
this
gonna be
is
really funny if it's the hook shot.
Yes, honestly.
How are you with Dark Turtle Rock and Dark Pod?
Dark Pod, I can make it. I have been there before. The Dark TR, I'm also familiar with it, but I do not do the best optimal route. I just do a route that I kind of know it works, but I know it's not that particularly fast.
Okay, don't go to, remember, we're going to Zelda Self Crit. No, I just was, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
I was about to correct you if you were going to Aga as opposed to Zelda Self.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we are keeping an eye out for the key.
Mm-hmm.
If we get the key, then we're gonna want to go to Dark Cross.
Oh, crap. My bad. Bad thumbs.
I actually know some NMG runners who like disconnect their energy so that they don't accidentally mirror. Of course, we need to fix that as random players because we need to be able to check for that. But yeah, accidentally menuing is certainly a thing.
Wow, so
we don't have to go to Dark Cross. So let's do Aga. And then we are in Shakala.
get out of. Wow. Didn't let me get into the door. Crazy torch. There we go. These guys, man. Okay. I need a key here, right? Why?
You have a set. It's still weird to see that room fully illuminated because most of the time you only ever see that room, at the lamp, right?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Terrible aim. Okay.
All right.
So how about this sound? I'm assuming that we're looking to do silverless fight because just going back to the sort of like lower. But I was
So going to Zora Ledge is pretty slow. So I would say if you can do Silverless Ganon even slowly, if that would probably get a bit harder than going all the way back. But if you're at all worried about the fight, then the Silverless fight, then let's just
honestly, I'm not even like concerned about that fight in particular. The thing that I was more thinking about is the fact that we haven't done POD or Eastern yet, so it's gonna be a faster fight with the silver.
Those two, like those fights are definitely like the Silver's fight for Armos is maybe like 5 seconds faster, and the pod fight is right. So it is absolutely.
But what about Argos? What about the Lamnos and Beatty?
We don't actually have to do that.
Right, it's a thing though.
And Armos is also a
That's I was going to get the bow.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of like what's the. I guess this is the best. I was trying to think of
Oh, we don't have the flippers yet.
Jump the gun by accident.
I forgot about that. Oh my god. So dumb. My big apologies there. I'm so sorry. That was literally the autopilot. That okay, we play Ryan and we have the flippers like immediately, right? And
And you know, it is a bit unfortunate that we, you know, we could have gotten the flippers kind of at any time. And so, if we had gotten the flippers a lot earlier, then we would have had flippers for the.
both the bows.
For the bow up there. So it's possible that your opponent will have silvers, but I don't. If you can do the silverless fight, silvers doesn't really save you that much, right? Like even walking from Zora to Zora Ledge is 3 seconds, and it's entirely possible that
Here's
this
the
is
hope.
This is why Silverless Ganon is so fun. If you can do Silverless, then Silvers is all very rarely.
The only thing though is that I really would like to get a blue potion for ice.
Then do it. Yes, get all of the safe pools you could ever want. Ice is the thing that will cost you the most time.
I said for ice.
So the fact that we have the cane means that we don't have to worry about hookshot at all.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Oh my god, why this is not working? There we go.
I used the menu version of that trick for that exact reason. I could not get it first try without the menu, and if you get it first try with the menu, it's faster than.
Yeah, I'm kind of used by now to do it like that way, but I've been having like these controller issues lately, honestly. That my diagonals are very weird.
Do you play on a regular Super Nintendo or on emulator?
I mean, I play it on Emi, but with a Super Nintendo. Oh. Wow, Super Nintendo controller. Wow. Don't have the hook shots. How do we feel about a spy cave in Death Note?
I would say that it's a bit tempting because you do it with, Green Pendant Hera at the same time.
No! Oh my god.
But given that we have like a fully completable pod and Eastern, I would definitely put it.
Okay, so even despite that Eastern is pendant, we should go for it then?
So if we think about like what's still available, right? You have the powder, by the way. You can always powder the anti-fairy that's right in. So, I won't. I will let you do Cold Snare, and then on your way to Pod, we can talk about what we're going to do after. We're going to do Pod next, and we also have a fully completable Turtle Rock. And we also can dip into. So here would be my suggestions, kind of in order of doing things. I would definitely go to Pod, and we could even do. And then we could go up to, and then we could do Hera and Spike Cave, and then we have some nice overworld checks to do, and then we can dip Sword as our last. That's kind of how
I completely agree with like going to Pod and Eastern. Then you said going to Spike and Hera.
No, so then we're gonna go to
Then Turtle Rock again, then Spike and Hera.
yeah.
The only thing I disagree with is going onto Turtle Rock so soon, but if I have to.
Well, so here's my logic behind that, is that it's a fully completed person.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
And there's nothing gained, by going later. So. And don't forget
Now, right now here in Pod, if it's the next 2 checks, it's the big key, I'm going straight to the boss, and then I'm going to complete the dungeon afterwards.
If that is your usual way of organizing things, then I have a different way.
Yeah, my reason because of this is that because the boss is right there, like I'm heading towards the boss like place, and if I don't have the big key, if I have the big key already, I complete that and then I finish my checks nearby the hammer jump place, but this wasn't the case, so.
Yeah. So the only thing that I would have you do differently is if you completed the rest of the front before you went and did the right side, increase your likelihood of having the. So we're gonna do the big chest. Into the lead, into the bridge chest, into
Huh.
and you can get some health.
Huh.
That's my reason.
Okay.
In this case, it wouldn't matter, but that's my choice.
Damn it. I want to check this one because I think we haven't seen any items yet.
So, correct. And that is, since you had 3 keys, that's when you go into the pharmacy.
Maybe. Oh, that's too low. I just wanna try it once again. If I know it, I'm gonna. No.
Yeah, you have to Yeah, just since you have the mirror, you can just go there.
My God! If I was facing up, I would have gotten it maybe. But anyways.
Okay, it's nice attempt. Let's
Yeah.
go. If you want to act, if you want any help with the hammer jump, let me know. I know how to do it perfectly.
Nice. It's so funny about the hammer jump because I start, like I go to the practice room, do it the first time, do it a second time, a third time, but it's always in races that I feel like I'm a little bit nervous or something. That I freak out.
Yeah, the hammer jump is not an easy trick. If you want help, there is help on those 3
Push it! Push it!
Yeah. Go mode, baby.
Let's go!
So
Swamp. And then turtle.
then desert, then go up to rock.
Let's go, let's go.
If you still want to find lamp, but I think that the probability of there being
Yeah, I know.
lamp inside of swamp, I think is crazy.
I know. I should have traveled to 4 and then go my way down. I have a bad habit.
I was fixated.
Yeah, but I've been told, so I'm like, I'm sorry.
Hey, you do you. You know, that's the important part. So let's go, let's pop swamp. I would check the easy checks. Oh, no, that's fair.
Oh, right. Stop cross case!
So I would do the easy checks in swamp, hoping for, you know, something to make the rest of it easier, like the lamp. But we already know where the sword is, and we already know where the bow is, so there's not going to be too much available for us to upgrade. Right? So kind of the only thing that we're looking for is the lamp. And given that Helmasaur had the hook shot, the lamp can only be in these first two Now, actually, maybe I don't know that. You happen to know if logically Helmasaur is logic with just the fire rod?
I mean, it appeared me as that it's beatable with the fire rod. No, only with the bow. Like the tracker doesn't mark if it's if you need like this item or not.
So my tracker says that in order to beat Helmasaur, you have to have
A fire source.
well, no, you have to have the lamp.
Okay.
So I would say that if all we're hunting for is the all we're hunting for is the lamp, then there's gonna be we can't come back here.
Damn it. I know how to do this, I promise. There we go. No! You freak! Why is not working? My diagonals. animals are killing me.
You might just go the other way.
Really?
The normal way.
I swear I can do
Because-
this. I just don't know what's happening with my
I believe you.
diagonals.
I think your if your controller's busted, then your controller's busted. So go do this whole session, and
Wow. Stupid jellyfish.
how easy? I know that you do not live in the United States. How easy is it for mail from the United States to reach you?
Ooh, it's difficult. Stuff kinda might come here like in 3 weeks, sometimes a month.
Because if you have a Super Nintendo, yeah, we're not going down. We're not going down. All we need is the lampening. Because I think the thing that disintegrates in Nintendo controllers is the rubber pads inside,
Mhm.
and I have some spares.
Oh.
So it might not be there in time for the Mentor tournament, but it could at least. They only have ones left.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Although, honestly, I'll need to check it later. Like like what's wrong with the D-pad. I have to kinda open them up and see if it's the rubbers is the actual issue.
So if you never stock 30-year-old rubbers, I guarantee.
Honestly, it's not a 30-year-old controller. I got this controller pretty much back in 2023, and yes, but I thought that this path was faster. My bad.
Hopping down.
Okay. So the thing is, I got this controller fairly recently, since 2023. Wait. Should I go Paradox
Yeah,
or?
go Paradox.
Okay.
And you can get the fairy on the
True.
um,
But yeah, as I was saying, I got the controller like pretty recent, well, 2 years ago, but I didn't get to play with it until last year. Oh, there's a fairy. Nice. Until last year because I got my like USB adapter to it. So it's not that I haven't worn them out.
Right. Is it an original, like, 30-year-old Nintendo?
Apparently so.
This is why I'm asking, right? Like, if it's a legitimate Nintendo controller,
It's a Nintendo controller.
yeah, then that means it was manufactured 30 years ago. And even if it's brand new, like never been played on before, rubber degrades over time.
Fair.
And even if
No, what am I?
even if even if it was brand new a year ago, a year's worth of playing might be enough that you start to have some problems, to
Okay, got the
Just so
big
you
key. Yay,
Just so you
noted. So, what do we do now since I got the big chest? I mean, the big key.
Okay. So you do not need the big chest. So what I would do is I would steal the pokey key that normally when you go to the lava chest, right? So I would steal that key and then go straight to the I would straight to Trinex. Like you don't need to go out to mimic a chest. Just head straight to those.
I always go to the wrong pipe. Damn it! I always am like, okay, it's the. Man, I stink.
Okay, so kill this guy, and then just, walk out. Bowser is so cute. That Bowser is so cute.
Yeah.
And then when you kill the two Pokies, instead of going south out to the Mimic Cave, you just go right.
Go to the right. Wow. Thank you.
What we forgot to do.
Oh, don't tell me that. Face. I'm already here.
No, just once we kill Trinex, we're gonna have to go Lambo and
then come back up. I know.
and then come back up.
That's so lame. Oh, I'm so bad.
You're not bad. That's like, okay, just take your time. Do this in the way that you know how to.
No, No, why it's going up? Oh my god, where is it going now? Oh my god, I went all the way back up. Okay. Why it's going up? I'm not going up here.
I would get prepared with your blue potion.
Honestly, I'm gonna use it right now. Why is it going the wrong way? I don't understand. I'm not waiting enough?
Just hold down.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. God. There we go. This is not the way that I was looking for, but I don't know why it was going to the right. All right, I'm not
No,
going.
no, you need a key. You need a key.
All right.
So, my suggestion is after we go down to kill Lanmo. I'm so mad at myself for forgetting Landos.
Yeah.
I'm really mad at myself right now. Like, I think my mind went to the fact that I already dipped into desert. I got both checks done. So I was like already, okay, I have nothing to do here anymore. And
Yeah, I mean, we both did it. We were both like, go mode, sweet, let's just do it on our way to Turtle Rock and then GT.
yes, but I wouldn't blame it on you though.
I mean, we both like it was definite. Like, if anybody deserves blame, it's both of us.
But I wouldn't blame it on you though, because you were pretty much just checking on what I actually needed, as in like the items that I needed to complete, while I was like the one that I was like already like feeling like, okay, just get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. So I was the one with the how do you call like those things that you put in the horses, like in their close to their eyes so they don't see anywhere else? Yeah. Okay, at least we can go get the potion ready. So that's the only like good thing that I can think of that I did right. That I could refill my potion. So, since that we're going to GT, should I go Super Bunny route or Paradox?
Hey, but look at this. You know, we're gonna hit GT 142 maybe, and get up to, you know, beating Ganon easily sub 2.
Oh my god, no. I pressed up before I pressed the Y. Like I said, when I don't know, when I'm in like race mode or something like that, it's so easy for me to just start feeling like the pressure of the late game happening. So I must say that I might do mistakes here and there right now, so be patient with me.
Yeah, the whole goal here is that we just make it to the top, right? Like that's why I suggested going to get the potion and you know, just do GT in the way that you know how to do GT. Nice and
Yeah, my big problem here is that I'm not worried about GT. I'm worried more about the Ganon fight. Not necessarily because it's silverless, but because I tend to have like these really bad. I get desperate when I know that I'm really close to finish him. I get very desperate with my swings. Like, oh my god! Oh. That I need.
Yeah. Well, now you've got, you know, your third bottle, and it's just smooth sailing, right? Like you've got your net, you've got your powder. If you know, need to use a potion in GT, it's a ferry, you know, several places. Red mail, 12 hearts,
No. Oh. No, don't explode, don't explode, thank you. Such a shame that's not the pedestal part. I mean pedestal, the sanctuary part.
So you've got 3 heart containers. So you could potentially find one heart
How do you call that room particularly?
That's Randover.
Okay. I always hope, as in like, that I am close enough to the fire. I mean to the torch.
So since we've got 3 bottles, we're gonna have
because I really hate Molder. For those reasons. Oh my god. Like, the only boss that I could possibly hate the most out of this game is this one right here.
most people.
Honestly, right now when I was fighting Lamna, I was listening to this weird, like, I don't know, like plastic wrap like sound behind me, and I was like, oh no, I hope it's not a bug or something. But it actually It's raining outside, so I was like listening to the raindrops, so I got heavily distracted there.
Where
On the west. Central America. No way!
so close.
Again, I almost got it, like by a pixel, man. And this blue ball. No way! I hate when they get like so out of sync. No! That was... I disagree. I fully disagree that he went to the shadow like right in that moment. He was right there. He was right there. I fully disagree. Okay, now is the moment that I really have to take a deep breath, really, and actually hope that I don't mess it up.
You got the cape, you got 3 food potions.
General Kenobi, let's go! It got the Star Wars reference! Now I feel happy. if you noticed when I was like doing this fight, uh, I wanted to go down to like light up the torch, but it went on this weird diagonal. Like that wasn't the diagonal. I was trying to go down, but somehow I was hitting like the diagonal. So really, I have to check this controller. Ah, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Nice job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks also for taking those blinders out of me, because I would have totally gone for the silvers and the what's the other thing? To continue doing the stupid diver down thing. Oh my god. We didn't even check the bug kit, did we?
The bug what?
The sick kid. I call him the bug kid because he has the
yeah.
bug net.
Yeah, no, we did not. We did not.
Okay. There are so many. Oh, okay, he probably had Ruby. I have so many like checks that I would have done if it was, you know, like if it wasn't like for you to tell me like do not go that way. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
So, I've got a nice list of things that you did really well in the seed, and then I've got a nice list of things that I would love for you to work on this week. Would you want to talk about that now, or would you want to talk about that later?
I would.
I
I have the time to talk about it now, honestly. So I could write them down too.
Yeah, and I happen to have having them written down. So,
Sure.
I will. So, like, aside from us, both of us, accidentally forgetting Landmo, like, we routed this seed really well, right? Like, we didn't abandon things, we didn't isolate things, we didn't do a lot of unnecessary checks. We did this seed really well. And we didn't even go into we only went into one of the 3 pendant dungeons and we immediately bailed. So we did really well on that front. And also, when it comes to the execution side of things, aside from just a few things that I could see you working on, like especially some of the bosses, that's you executed in the seed really well as well. I had no doubt at all that you didn't need to use any of your potions except maybe like once, right? So as for your the seed. So I would say that the seed went really well. And the only things that I would say is just some like execution stuff, right? Like I wrote down a couple of things that you might want to like just work on, and if I listed them off, you would be like, oh yeah, that's right, I messed all of that stuff up. Like the blind script, Hammer Kill, Dark Throw Rock, Landmo 1 and 2, and Diver Down, right? So I wrote the thing that I like to do after every seed is, and this is what I recommend my mentees, is you find the things that went wrong in that seed and then just practice that much. Use that as like the basis of your practice, and then the next time you have a seed, get a few new things that went wrong, and that's just the easiest way for me to identify like, all right, what is there to work on? I would say that your controller is probably your top priority. Because obviously, if you're trying to input a diagonal and it's not inputting a diagonal, that's a big deal.
Yeah, sure.
And one of the things that you might want to try is, when was the last time you cleaned your controller? The inside of your controller?
Probably
So
December last year.
December of last year. Okay. So I try to clean my controller at least once a month
Okay.
because I can notice the grime build up after a while.
Mhm.
And so if you can't get new pads, you
Mhm.
might start with just cleaning your controller. And I can, if you know how to clean controller with like isopropyl alcohol and
I do. I do
okay,
know
no,
how to,
perfect.
because
Yeah,
I tend to do that for the NES controllers because of SMB3. So,
yeah.
uh,
Okay, great. Just double checking, not doubting you, just double checking.
it's
So
okay.
I would I would clean your controller first,
Mhm.
just see if that works. If not, I have like it could just take a month, right? It's not going to necessarily help you, in our time together in the mentor tournament, but
Mhm.
it will um, help you, in the future.
Yeah, I actually we could talk about that maybe like on DMs, because I there's something that we could definitely do if you want to send out some rubbers, because
Yeah.
because I um well, my boyfriend lives in US, and he's going to visit me like a week. So
Oh, that would be perfect then. Yeah,
yeah,
let's do that. I'll send him the stuff, and then he can come down and visit you.
yeah, we can
Um,
discuss that maybe like on the
yeah, definitely. Like the most important thing is you do what's you feel is best. Um, I I have tried to play before on original Nintendo rubbers, and it was really really hard.
Okay.
So things got a lot easier once I got aftermarket controller
Mhm.
rubbers.
Alrighty.
So just just food for thought. Um, so I yeah. So what are your thoughts uh about the seed?
Well, overall, the fact that we kind of found the bacon sword like very early in the seed already gave me like a little bit of confidence that like that the boss fights after the sorry. Ah.
I know I'm coughing. I cough too.
Yeah, but this time I almost choked with my own saliva, so that was that was weird. Anyways,
No, we don't want that. You're not allowed to die.
yeah, I
You're doing
know.
too well you're doing too well in the tournament. You're not allowed to die.
I know. So, thank you so much for the compliment too. Um, yeah, as I said, finding the beacons were early already gave me a little bit of a boost of confidence regarding like what were like the upcoming fights were gonna be. Because
Yeah.
I didn't have to. I mean, I could fight Helmasaur, what is this called, Mothla, in Colster, and Trinex with the bacon sword. So I was really happy for that.
Yeah.
So, but overall, honestly, doing maybe like, how can I say this? The way that you guide me when it comes to where to go next really helped me a lot, given that well, you got to see too that as soon as I got the boots, I was like, okay, I have to go get the pearl immediately. Like I can just literally I distract myself way too easily when I get like the item that I need to get the other item that I need. So
Yeah.
I was really glad that you kind of helped me go through it like along the way. And to be fair, I wouldn't even have thought to enter desert even despite that I had the book, until because I already had the flute. So I was kind of like debating on, like I should enter desert until I found the mirror, because I could do a mire check and then desert the entrance. And desert was actually the right call because there was the mirror in there. So yeah,
Yeah.
you.
So this might actually be a good time to like. So I want to say going straight to the Moon Pearl was the right call, right?
Okay.
Because you had everything else you needed for the Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
So that was absolutely the right call. Because when you first gain access to the dark world, there's a lot of checks to do.
Mm.
And so that was absolutely the right call.
Okay.
And the other thing that I think of is, have you ever heard people talk about checks per hour?
No, this is my first time
Okay.
actually listening to that.
Okay. So there is a metric that people use called checks per hour. And this is a way that people compare seeds side by side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this seed was an hour and 53 minutes. If the next seed is 1 hour and 30 minutes, you might be tempted to think, oh, I did better in the seed that was 1 hour and 30 minutes. But
Mm-hmm.
it could have just as easily been, like, if you look at it, right? Like, what if the collection rate on that was 127,
Mm-hmm.
right? So your checks per hour in this seed was somewhere in the 75 range.
Mm-hmm.
And in your 130 seed, even though it's technically better, right? Because you did it faster, that might have only been 60 checks per second. Checks per hour, excuse me. And so, why I personally love checks per hour is it tells me how well did I play the seed.
Okay.
Was my execution fast? And was my routing efficient?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to, actually like track this, right? But if you think about it in that way, it'll actually help your routing. So, for example, I waited until way later to suggest that you go into Eastern because if we had walked or dashed all the way over to Eastern just to check it, and oh yeah, Gumby says 78 checks per hour.
Oh, okay.
So if if we had waited, or if we had like walked or dashed all the way over there to check it, that would have been slow because we were adding all of that extra time to the uh, to the checks,
Mm-hmm.
right? And by waiting to combo it with pod, which we ultimately didn't have to, but waiting until we combo it with pod means that we're getting to those checks more efficiently. Because I have a little theory about how rando works, and there's
Mm-hmm.
essentially three ways to win at rando.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the items faster, you can find more items more efficiently, or you
Mm-hmm.
can get lucky. And if I had to guess, right, like not looking at your opponent, I don't actually know how many checks per hour or how many checks your opponent had. Let's actually see. Because I'm going to guess, yeah. So he had 164 checks.
Ooh.
And so he, um, so we won by having less checks.
Yeah.
And, but the check, if if we hadn't found it on our route, he could have won because he did more checks more effectively. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Yeah.
So how what this when I'm evaluating where to go next, I think of it in terms of uh, is this fast? Is it going to get any more profitable later? Or is there a risk of orphaning anything?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take Zora, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have all of my money, but I do have Moon Pearl, I will very rarely check the the Zora checks, and because I'm probably going to be orphaning Zora.
Mhm.
Like I'm going to have to come back later for Zora, and that's really slow.
Mhm.
Kind of in the way that we were talking about coming back for the
The silver.
bow.
Mhm.
The silvers is really slow. So I would wait. I would look for the option of, okay, what's fast, what's super profitable right now, and what's not going to orphan anything. So let's take our desert play, for example.
Mhm.
We went to desert because it's fast. We had the flute to get over there. It
Mhm.
was profitable because we could potentially collect all of the items in the area.
Mhm.
And um, it was slightly risky because we would have to come back later for Landmo,
We
and
did.
we could, which we did, and we could potentially orphan checkerboard,
Yes.
right? So this is these are the ideas that I'm thinking when I'm like routing.
Damn, that's a lot uh of material that you have to go through in order to decide where to go next. Because honestly, if I didn't have the mirror like inside of desert, there was definitely a high chance that I wouldn't have checked the checkerboard even before entering, even before checking TR. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and sometimes, you know, so this is where um they're just practicing it
Hmm.
comes in.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're like, all right, I'm gonna orphan checkerboard, but I don't have anything that's more tempting to me right now, so that's fine.
Hmm.
And like another example is going to the mountain without the mitts
Hmm. Yeah.
or without the moon pearl, right? Like you can clear the whole mountain, so that's very profitable, but you are orphaning the Dark World checks. And if you came back later with the mitts, then the mountain would be even more profitable.
Hmm.
So if I get full access to the mountain early, I would wait a little bit on the off chance that I get the mitts
Yeah.
so that I can full clear the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that one isn't as hard, like, that's not as much of a hard and fast rule because you will often get access to the mountain early in a seed,
Hmm.
and you will often have to come back much later for Turtle Rock. So you could just clean up Dark Death Mountain once you come back up there for Turtle Rock.
Hmm.
So this is just stuff to like think about as you're playing seeds, as you're practicing. Just say, all right, what's what's going to net me a lot of checks quickly, and if I do that, am I going to be orphaning anything?
Okay. Definitely. I would like to. I don't know if you would have the time at some point. I mean, we could schedule this one out. I think. Um, we could. I would like to, play a seed alongside with you, just to like
Yeah,
get more into the groove of like learning those like three factors that you mentioned, like being fast, being profitable, being risky. So I definitely would like to play a seed like in the near future
yeah,
with you. Like so like I could show you pretty much like the way that I would normally do the seed. Like as if you weren't like mentoring me or anything.
hmm,
Like and it doesn't necessarily have to go with the timer or something like that, but at least I could tell you like, okay, I my next check would be definitely here, so and stuff like that. So
yeah. So I've got even one better. Have you ever heard of Z3R Sim?
yes, yes,
Okay,
I have messed that around with
so
that one.
we could actually hop on a call together and
Uh-huh.
just do some Z3R Sim and just
Hmm.
talk through the logic as we're playing.
Sure thing. I would like to do that.
Yeah, because then we could get through like a bunch of seeds in an hour, as opposed to like if we both played a full seed, that might be like it would take us like 2 hours to play it, and then we have to spend all of the time talking about it. And
That's
so,
true.
and that we might still decide to do that, right? Not saying that we shouldn't do that, but just saying that if our job is to talk routing, we actually have the perfect tool for that.
That's true. Yeah. I I normally use that thing just to I did more of a goofy way of playing or messing around with the tool, as in like how many checks I get until I how can I say it? I forgot to say how many checks will I have to go through until I reach this particular check. As in, like, for example, like how many checks I will need to get, like, to the fire rod, or to the
Yeah,
other thing, something like that.
yeah.
That's
There's a lot of ways to use the tool, and um, this one was very effective for me when I was a mentee. I sat down with my mentor, and um, we did a lot of Z3R sim together.
nice. Yeah, definitely that has to help a lot. So what are you up to do right now?
Well, I think I'm gonna take some time, get go for a walk, get a stretch, kind of like plan the rest of my afternoon and evening. How about
Mhm.
you?
Well, honestly, well, first I was thinking about, like, maybe finishing stream soon, and then also I was going to just, well, first hang out with my boyfriend, and maybe, like, I could, like, let you know, like, about, I mean, let him know about the whole aspect of, like, the robber situation, and probably I was going to check my controller too.
Yeah.
But again, thanks so much for accepting me to be your mentee, like, for this week one. I really hope we can work together again for week two, and and hopefully around the time comes for the second race. Um,
Yep.
you're not gonna, like, looking at me like doing the whole uh, using the flute to spot number 7 to go to swamp, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Thank you so much again, Leg.
You're welcome.
Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon, so we can maybe, like, have a call for the C3.
Sounds good. I'll talk to you soon.
Alrighty.
Congratulations again on the win.
Thank you. I wouldn't have done this without you, honestly. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty. So we got our first win for the MT tournament. I am very excited. I am very impressed too, because definitely Lex decisions over there, as we were going through the seed, was very, very nice. He certainly knew uh where should we capitalize on, and stuff. Um I want to do, like, just a quick test here, since we're already with the MU on and stuff. I I really want to check why my diagonal wasn't working well. So up, down. See, I am like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I had, like, a phantom right input. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. Like, I am not doing this diagonal. So let me check if Gumboy's thing gets okay. Yeah, but if if I don't have those, if I don't have that diagonal, is yeah, I cannot do the diagonal with it. So, left, left. Oh my god, left. Oh, left. No. Right. Down right. Down right. Okay, one thing that I want to check though, if maybe my server is not working because it directly got a phantom but at least I wanna do this stupid no, what have I done? No, I did the same thing again. Oh my god, I can't believe it. somehow? I don't know. Baby, you're a G. That's all I was doing wrong! Holy shit, I wasn't holding right! I am such a piece of shit! I am such a piece of shit! I make Lectancy cringe out because I was forgetting the one single input. Yep. Yep. Lek, I can do it. It's just me that I forgot to hold right as I was doing this shit. Days of cringe. Oh well. Another preset. Yeah. Yep! Yep! This is what I say! I always get the shit first try in the practice round. Oh, that was my fault. Frick, I moved as soon as it exploded. No. See? I can do shit. I can do them. I can do them. I'm just... oh. But yeah, I wasn't planning of doing anything next. Again, thank you so much to my dear Gothic and to my dearest Idiot for the resubs. I was already like in the beginning of the race, so I'm really sorry that I couldn't like actually catch up on chat, and I was already like literally I had my blinders on, like I wasn't even paying attention to chat all the way until the end. So again, thanks Gunboy for the follow. Welcome on in. But yeah, we won the first match, we're happy about that, but still there's plenty of work to do, especially because of my, you know, my controller has been having this issue, and I want to get that sorted out before the next race. I will be practicing, probably, I don't know, but I hope you guys have a lovely week ahead of you, and I'll definitely yeah, start something new. Also, sorry for all the static over there. ABC needs a horrible upgrade apparently with the RAM. So yeah, let me see who's on. Bro, let's see if there's any races happening. Oh, Lana just finished. You know what? Let's go to say hi to Animus. I know that he came for the SMB3 rando tourney. He really did a fantastic job despite of not being, how can I say this, not being around of the SMB3 thingy lately, but I know that he's a very skilled Zelda, A Link to the Past and Zelda 2 player, so let's send the love to Animus. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.